a man rushed into a store, intending to rob it. The cashier, seeing this, immediately handed over the money. Jack glanced at the cash and saw it was all in yen. Furious, he flipped out and demanded, "I want euros." The cashier calmly replied, "This is a foreign exchange store. If you want euros, you can go to the bank across the street." Jack, frustrated, went straight to the bank. As soon as he shouted the robbery slogan, the police immediately started chasing him. Terrified, he hurriedly fled into a nearby cinema. But when Jack saw that his favorite animated movie was playing on the big screen, he couldn't resist and sat down to watch. Of course, we all know how this ends. Jack was caught by the police. As they took him away, he reluctantly glanced back at the screen. Soon, Jack was taken to prison. The first prisoner he saw was eating cookies, and Jack immediately asked, "What kind of cookies are those? How do they taste? Where are they made?" He ended up talking for half an hour straight. Finally, the prisoner couldn't take it anymore and stood up, ready to punch him. The alarm rang, and the guards rushed in, only to find Jack sitting on the man's lap, looking utterly innocent. The guards started to suspect that Jack might be mentally unstable, so they brought in a psychologist for an evaluation. To everyone's surprise, Jack saw a fly on the table, reached out, and knocked over a cup of coffee onto the doctor's face. The doctor, fuming, told the guards, "He's not mentally ill. He's just an idiot." In the following days, Jack managed to drive several of his cellmates crazy. At that point, the prison warden seemed to have an idea. He decided to place Jack in the same cell as Nick, a notorious hitman. Nick wasn't just any criminal, he had not only stolen his boss's girlfriend but also made off with the boss's newly acquired 10 million euros. The warden wanted to know where the money was hidden, but Nick refused to say a word. So, the warden decided to lock Jack and Nick up together, thinking it would be a perfect match. Jack, excited, tried to show off his talents to Nick, but Nick completely ignored him. While Nick remained silent on the outside, internally, he was already breaking down. In the end, Jack drove Nick to the hospital. With Nick gone, Jack became quiet, seemingly realizing that he couldn't let his best friend be alone. So, Jack deliberately injured himself, hoping to be sent back to the hospital to see Nick. But when Nick saw him, he was deeply distressed. How would he escape Jack's torment?